Hi guys, it's Rebecca, and it's time to get up close and personal, down to the core of who I am, because this is my fear video, and we're talking about my greatest fears. Well, I've really been journaling about this, and I realized that I have been operating most of my life off of two great fears that motivate me. One is this fear that I will be mediocre my whole life and never really impact people and only have like 50 people at my funeral because that's all that care about me. Such a sad fear. The other fear that contradicts that fear is this fear that I am going to be a bad mom, or that I am a bad mom. And Satan always tries to get me down with this one. That it's a fear that I will miss my kids' developmental steps and their best formative years of their life, and I'll mess them up somehow, and they'll be like, have all kinds of health issues and medications for the rest of their life because I've screwed them up. And these fears operate like conflicting with each other. On the one hand, if I operate under this one, I do my best to get outside my home, and then this one creeps up on me. And when I operate to serve this fear, then the other one creeps up on me, and I feel like a failure and a waste of life and skin. So there's a few things that I've had to do to overcome these two things to start believing that I can be both successful and a great mom. And one of the things that I've done is I have this big fat binder that has a whole bunch of the cute little things that my kids have made me in primary or in school or whatever, and they look like this. Ta-da! And they'll say things like, "You're the greatest mom," and "I love you," and "Here's a hug for you, Mom," and "I know you do a great job helping other people." Things like that I really need to hear. It's in my office propped up and waiting for me. And the other thing that I've done with my children is I've had to define what is enough. What's enough love? What's enough attention? With one kid, I go camping once a month, even if it's just an overnighter in my front room. With another kid, I take her to the movies, or we paint her toenails, or I just paint a picture with her. With another kid, he wants me to just sit down and play video games with him for an hour, like just be with him. And so in this way, I've been able to express all of their love languages and keep it like to a finite amount of time, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm giving them 30 hours, if I'm just giving them the one that's exactly what they need, that 1 hour. Then I'm the best mom ever. And the last thing that I've done to combat the feeling of mediocrity is, you know the story of the starfishes, and the boy is like, the whole beach is covered with starfishes, and he's like just throwing one back in at a time. Well, I've covered my house in these starfishes that I've just made myself, and it just reminds me that even if I only spend 1 minute on the phone with someone uplifting them, then I have thrown one starfish back into the sea, and I'm making an impact and a ripple on this planet. So those are some of the things I've done to overcome my greatest fears. Thanks for watching.